all together. How was everyone's week? I can't believe it's Friday already again. I feel like the weeks just go by faster and faster every time. Mish was first today. Thanks, Mish. And yes, we do have feta today. We are doing like one last HelloFresh meal. It's not sponsored. We're just using them up. And then we're going to do some baking with Samo on the side too. But yeah, our HelloFresh meal has feta cheese in it again. So I said, hey, we better make this. Kimmers, thanks for being here. Good to see you. Hello, Michael. Yeah, Mish is up to no good. She did a feta complaint even though she knows it's here. Hello, Drink More, Cook Less.
Is there proof of life?
Is there proof of life? Not yet. Oh. Hello, yet it is. Welcome in. M. Finko. Couple more calls and it's the weekend. Woohoo! Happy to be here. Me too. You haven't seen proof of life? No, exactly. It's all just hearsay. Okay, so today should be like pretty quick and easy for a Friday stream. We'll do a main course and a dessert today. We'll do a little bit of baking since Sam is the master cookie baker. We were craving peanut butter cookies last night, and then it just ended up being like too late. Like I didn't want to start making cookies at 8 p.m. because then you have to clean up everything after, and you have to wait to eat them. So we said, hey, why don't we just make them today instead on stream with everyone? So that's what we're going to do. I found a really good recipe from Serious Eats for crunchy peanut butter cookies, because that's what we have. And it's kind of serious stuff when you make peanut butter cookies, because some of the recipes, like if you guys can see, we use natural peanut butter. A lot of the other recipes will call for more of that processed style peanut butter, like Skippy or Kraft brand, where it's really creamy and like emulsified. It's okay to use the natural peanut butter in those recipes too, but they say it'll come out like more dry and kind of crumbly. If that's the case, you do that switch. So the Serious Eats recipe starts with crunchy peanut butter, so I thought we would be good to go. I know you have to clean up. Make Sam do it. He's always a good helper too. Yeah, we had a good week, guys. Good long weekend. We went out to the lake with our roommate Wayne on Monday and spent the day out there. That was amazing. I got like a nice little tan. Look at how many freckles I have this summer already. It was good. And what else? That's pretty much it, I think, for reports for the week. I applied to a couple jobs this morning for like part-time like driving people places on my off day, so hopefully I'll hear back for that. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Okay, let's make a little prep list-a-roo and away we go. So we're gonna start with the cookies as always. We always start with baking first thing on stream. That way it's done and you can eat it faster, is why I always do it first. Then you can have a little snack while you're cooking. And this is what our lunch is gonna be today. Looks nummy. Look at it. If we can go closer. I know it says to do some grilling today, but we're just gonna pan fry and roast instead. I don't feel like grilling. But yeah, yummy pork chop with some grilled or roasted veggie tabbouleh and a creamy lemon feta sauce. Should be good. There's bell peppers in there. I don't know if I've ever cooked bulgur wheat. That's what the tabbouleh is made with. Not like couscous, but I think bulgur wheat is actually the most traditional thing to use in tabbouleh. There's zucchini in there, there's mixed olives even, and then a Turkish spice blend. Yummo. You cook with bulgur often, really? Okay, so we'll post that up there for later. That's lunch. Start with cookies. Samo has his recipe up. Mish put it up for us too. I'll just put this for the menu. And away we go. So what do they say here?
Baking soda.
Baking soda is in a big box, middle shelf by the rest of the big containers. Is this a Kenji recipe? No. by Carrie Mullins and Daniel Gritzer recipe on Serious Eats. Cookies with a signature soft, chewy texture plus crunch from whole roasted nuts. Yeah, we're gonna do something a little bit fancy today with the cookies. You'll see. I think we'll make like a little peanut butter flower in the middle. I'm not scrolling down. I want to do a little bit of reading. Just wait.
I just wanted to get my last
We need
couple
flour,
things here.
baking soda, and powder.
Got that.
Salt,
Got that.
butter,
Butter.
and 2 eggs.
2 eggs.
White and brown sugar,
White brown sugar.
and peanuts.
Peanuts.
You've never cooked with bulgur wheat. You eat it all the time, though. Interesting. So yeah, this is new for me today as well. And Mish prefers bulgur wheat versus couscous. Is it like a texture thing or the flavor you prefer better? They say a lot of peanut butter cookies are simply basic peanut butter cookies with peanut butter mixed in. They're pretty darn good, but these are not those cookies. These take the extravagance of those basic peanut butter cookies because mixing nutty, rich peanut butter into a buttery, sugary cookie is by definition an extravagance, okay? And then ratchet it up a few levels? What is going on?
Let's get ratchet.
First key is
Go.
using chunky peanut butter instead of creamy, guaranteeing tender little pops of peanut nubbins. Peanubbins? Then you'll fold in whole roasted peanuts. We recommend using salted ones if you're not
Did you
averse
get ratchet baking?
to a little extra salt in your sweet. Shh, I'm reading. To add a deeper nutty flavor and an even chunkier peanut bite. Together, these two elements of crunchy peanut butter and salted roasted peanuts add layers of texture and flavor for a more complex cookie experience. P-nubbin, word of the day, Mish. This is it. They just tell you how to make the cookies after that. So I'll scroll down for Samo. Basic cookie making though. You always cream your butter and sugar together first. Usually with peanut butter cookies, you put the peanut butter in after you cream the butter and sugar. And then from there you add your eggs and then your dry ingredients to that. Usually there's a chilling process. Usually, not every recipe. And then you can go ahead and bake them. It's Stacy Lou, 1389. Hey Kate, long time no see. How's you? And what yummy food you cooking up? Good to see you. Welcome back. I'm doing good today. I'm feeling like I'm coming back to life. Went for a nice walk in the sun. And today we are cooking up a simple pork chop lunch with some veggie tabbouleh. And we are baking some cookies today with my husband Sam. Because he makes really good cookies. Of all these years of him telling me that he's not a good baker when we like first met. And now look at how times have changed. Okay, let me write this down. Our cookies, and then the only other thing I really look in the cookie recipe is the bake temp and timing. A typical cookie, like a couple tablespoons worth of dough size, will bake in around 10 minutes, but we're gonna make bigger ones, so it'll probably be closer to 15 to 18 minute bake time at around 375 Fahrenheit. Most cookies will bake at 350 Fahrenheit, but my oven bakes a little bit cold, so I always turn it up. This is just something that I've learned over the time of using it. Okay, and then after that, we'll get into our lunch. So Samuel's getting into scaling, so I'm just gonna switch up the scene for you guys now. And I'll be putzing around while I organize us. Oh, that is the true test. What was it supposed to be?
225.
225? And you have 247?
Yeah.
You're just risking it for the biscuit?
Oh, of course.
He's going extra butter. So I will say that's one thing about Sam is maybe he won't measure the ingredients perfectly, but somehow they always turn out. Maybe he even learned that from somebody who's in the kitchen with him right now. He used to always get mad at me because I would never follow the recipe for my baking, and it would always turn out perfect. And then he would try to do the same recipe, and it wouldn't work with him following it. Stacy's making chicken fajitas. Yum. Pasties or pasties, like the English pasty. Yum. And French fries. The chicken fajitas have chili in them. Oh, that would be good. I've never heard of anyone doing that before. Chili chicken fajita with the beans and stuff. I'm in. Okay, I'm reading just on this side back here, guys, what kind of prep we have to do for our meal for lunch. I'm so intrigued by the bulgur wheat. We'll have to learn a little bit about that. So it takes about 15 minutes to cook bulgur wheat. So very similar to what just rice would be in a pot, or even quinoa too. Gotta chop up the olives. Ooh, the creamy lemon feta sauce has the olives in it. That's gonna be so good. And then we gotta roast some zucchini and bell pepper and red onion for the tabbouleh. Nice. That's how you are too, yet it is. Baking really isn't as finicky as it's made out to be. It really isn't. A lot of people will take things very seriously and they don't like have to. And that's just something that you will learn as like you get more confident, I guess, in the kitchen. And then you will be more willing to try different stuff. Stray away from the actual recipe. Just putting the brown sugar in a container with a stale piece of bread so it stays soft. That's the trick. We're also lucking out this weekend with the last little taste of summer. So we're gonna have some really nice weather tomorrow for a stream when we go on the riverboat all together, guys. I'm so excited. And it will also be an earlier stream too. So we have to board the boat at 11 in the morning. English pasties and pastry, you should try making them sometime. I've eaten them before, like when I was in the UK. And there's just like some things that I think is better to have other people make properly. Because now I'm gonna be too picky about when I make it and it's probably not gonna taste as good. Mish, you had 30C today. Apparently we're supposed to have that at like 8 p.m. tonight. It's gonna slowly build up all day. It's so funny because it started to cool down the last couple of weeks and now it's summer again and everyone's complaining. I'm just gonna go put my hair up. The bun is almost up. I'm back. Holy shit. This is the other thing with Sam makes cookies. I never run the mixer like this. He's brave though, because he's already sacrificed one of these bowls, so I guess he knows the limit and he sticks within it. And that is like a very important part of making cookies, is creaming the butter and sugar. Mish has 22C at 8 p.m. That's still warm, right? It's still really warm. We're rolling. You got the oven on, nice. I need to get you a cookie scoop.
Yeah.
And then, do we have to chill this? You don't really have to chill it unless the dough is too soft to scoop, it says. That's amazing. This is Scaramouche. We got Samo with us today. I'll fix it. Do you need a container for flour measuring? Okay. What's everyone's favorite type of cookie? Maybe I'll make a poll real quick for all of us in here. We're gonna do a cookie flavor poll. Lemon raspberry. For the first response, I was not expecting that. Guys, that sounds amazing. Stacy said choco chip. That might have been the one that I just typed. What else? We'll do peanut butter since we got that going. We'll do snickerdoodle option. A ginger molasses. This thing's gonna take off. I'm actually terrified. And one more variety. Ooh, monster cookies. Good one.
I really need my recipe, please.
1 Thanks for telling me. You want flour amount? 385. Duration of the pull, we'll do 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Everyone, go answer the poll. What's your favorite type of cookie? Chat will fight over it. Samo needs his recipe, we're good. 1 teaspoon or half a teaspoon of baking powder and 1 of baking soda. Chocolate crinkle, oh man. I remember making those one time at Christmas for our cookie boxes. And you guys just went nuts over them and we were obsessed with them too. If you love chocolate cookies, that's for you. Do macarons count as a cookie type? Maybe more of like a sandwich cookie, right? Maybe more of a sandwich cookie variety, but that's a good one too, Chase. That's like a fancy cookie. Jam thumbprints, always good. I was also thinking, like, I've never seen...
Recipe, please.
If you're just gonna get frustrated,
No,
I'll finish it.
I just need to see what's going on.
It's okay, that's
Thank
part
you.
of streaming.
I know, I need to see the recipe. I don't want to touch it.
Okay,
Thank
it's all good. Patience, my love. I was gonna say, I've never seen a peanut butter cookie recipe. Seriously, Mish, what is he on? With a jam thumbprint, which like PB&J always goes together, right? So I think that would be amazing to try one time too. These are serious peanut butter cookies. Like I'm gonna just, watch out, guys. Watch out. I'm going back here. Chocolate chip one. Thanks, Mish. I couldn't see. I'm not allowed.
You can see it right there.
I could see the green. You like the way I think? Yet it is? Yes. There's so much different types of cookies around. Some really interesting cookie varieties come from the Milk Bar Bakery. If you guys have never heard of that cookbook before, check it out, because there's like cornflake cookies and different stuff like that. You wouldn't go near him either, I know. This is where we need a dog to clean out the peanut butter container. That's looking good. He put the whole roasted peanuts right in there. Can we, is it possible, can we just like center the mixer now? That's allowed. It's allowed. Gideon's Bakehouse in Orlando, Florida did delivery. They have half-pound cookies. Wait, we can't make the flour now.
The what?
But we're gonna make the peanut flours. Whatever I said earlier, it's not happening. R.I.P. Mish, I know. What is the phrase I always say? We can always strive for perfection, but we don't always get there. At the end of the day, we still got peanut butter cookies. I'm not complaining. this is the entertainment that we provide for all of you. And like, we watch, like Mish knows this channel if I say Little Mountain Ranch. She has a farm here in northern BC in Canada. And the other day we watched one of the episodes where they canned 500 pounds of tomatoes. Her and her husband actually helped her on that episode. And we both said like how cute it was. Because you could tell, like, as time goes on, he starts to get more excited, like, helping his wife in the kitchen. I don't know, it's just something to, like, appreciate when you can see a couple that works well together. When Dan just had to go sit down when she was doing the intro. Sam was like, yep, just go sit down, dude. It's safer there. Because he just kept bugging her. Oh, it was awesome. It reminded me of us. How's little Mama Silva today? Are you back in the kitchen? What's your special? I love hearing your daily or weekly specials. And then we always tell her to charge more for them. Because we know how hard it is to create good food. He's testing the batter. We're testing the batters. You're doing okay? You're feeling a little bleh? Whoa! The actual whole peanuts in there is amazing. Okay, so what are you saying?
My biggest thing about cookies, so we don't have to put them in the fridge, we have to work fast because the butter will get too soft and melty.
Oh.
And then we get to the point where we took too long, then we have to put it in the fridge. But if you don't microwave it too long, I did 20% for 30 seconds, basically room temperature butter. And then if you use colder butter, you don't have to put it in the fridge.
Guys, there's a method to the madness, he says. Did you hear that? So he'll never explain it while it's happening, because it's in the moment, but he'll tell you after why he did what he did. So he said if we work fast, which is why he kept saying, I need to see the recipe for the next ingredient to add, then you don't really have to chill your cookies because your butter doesn't get heated if you keep mixing it at the warm temperature.
Because right now you're heating up the area with a 370-degree oven.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because you have your oven heating up in the background. So that's warming up the ambient temp. And then every time you mix something, you're also heating it up with the revolution and the friction. There's always a method to the madness. I think these are gonna be fantastic. And a really important part of baking cookies, not just making them, but the baking process, is to not overload your baking tray. That's when you'll start to get cookies that look like pancakes, spread out really flat, or maybe they even lose all of their shape. And they just bake into one mound on the tray. We'll clean the rest of that out. Get those all together. And the nice thing about using that scoop is you keep everything nice equal size so that when it bakes, it all bakes the same as well. And I always like to put them nice and close to the edges too. Keep them spread out. We're always looking for around 1 inch in between our cookie dough balls. Good job, dearly. You crushed that. It's Laurence. Mish gifting a sub to Lauren. Thank you very much, Mish. Lauren's been with us. Does it say how long? It's not telling me right now, but we know how long. A long time. Lauren's going for a walk or what? Yeah, it is. That's how you are, like Sam. You're not that good at explaining, so everyone just looks at you confused until they figure out what you're doing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Accurate. You gotta let the lunars out. I hope to meet that lunars one day. I really do. It'll happen. We're just gonna do a little wash up. I don't know if the oven beep. Did you hear it? Guys, did the oven beep?
Thanks, Wayne.
Wayne did it? Okay.
Would you like a peanut butter dough ball?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is that a serious question?
That emote.
Oh, that's freaking you! What do you do?
It's lunars.
It's a tennis ball.
Look at the peanuts in the cookies. Nom. Okay, so we have the oven at 370 Fahrenheit. And I'm going to say probably around 15 minutes for these to bake. Yeah, Lauren, I found a recipe for crunchy peanut butter cookies. Oh, whoa. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. It's missing a signature thing. I have to do it. This is the finesse moment.
This is where you come in.
You're a crunchy PB gal, so you like it.
Is coming down to this moment.
Yeah, so we gotta smoosh the X. Important. And you know your dough is a good temperature when your fork
The ball.
doesn't stick into it. Hello, FCB. How was your week? Woo! We picked up the whole cookie ball. Neat nuts.
You asked me why my cookies are so good. It's because I work fast. I can't make pies and stuff because my hands get too hot.
Oh, it's true.
I used to like make cookies fast and good.
So the faster you make the cookies, guys, the better they turn out. Next, please.
Yep.
Little Mama Silva did a barbecue platter for her special this week. Half rack of ribs, brisket, pulled pork, 3 cheese mac, maple bacon, brown sugar, baked beans, slot, and biscuit for $34.99.
That's it?
If we got that here, that would be like $120.
Easy.
Or more.
Yep.
I'm not making this up.
Did you sell out?
Yeah, that is always the question. I'm sure she did. She usually sells out.
Did you make money? That's all that matters.
That's right, yeah. If you sell out and you made a profit of the day, that's all that you should really be wanting, right? You don't have to get greedy. But if you're happy at the end of the day, that's all that matters. FCB's been hot and somewhat busy. It's been kind of like that here this week, too. Really went by quick. Nom. That took you...
Oh.
Should we make a PBJ with just sandwiching jam in between the cookies? I have an itchy ear, one sec. Boss man's late. Better late than never, though. Okay, let's check this out.
Oh. Mish.
Mish?
I didn't use any cream on the cake.
Oh, yeah.
I
Sam
did
would
cake.
like to report he didn't pour any whipping cream over the Danish cake we made. He did good. He just ate it like a normal person. Most days it felt like 41 Celsius there. Sheesh. I can't really function at that temperature if I'm being honest. Little Mama sold out 2 times over.
Nice.
Dabbing on him. If you have an itchy ear, it means someone's talking about me. That's not surprising. Okay, let's look at this.
Anything else I can help you out with?
I think we're okay for now. Okay, so this is our bag. We were sponsored by HelloFresh for the last 2 weeks, but I guess my code is done now. They gave me an email and they're like wrapping things up. I thought it was a whole month, but here we are.
Cookies are in the oven.
Cookies are in the oven. I'm gonna set a 10-minute timer to check them then, and then we'll adjust from there. Big question, do you prefer strawberry or grape jam in your PB&J? I prefer strawberry. Sam's actually a raspberry person. Wayne is too. I think it's probably like what you were raised on, right? Like, I don't know about you, Wayne, but my mom would often make like raspberry freezer jam.
Oh, yeah.
And same with Sam's mom. So like if you were raised on that, that's kind of your go-to, right? But I can't deny like a good like chunky strawberry jam. Oh man. So good. Mary's Milk Monster Salmon Berry Jam. I think I have some of that, but it's hard to find here. Is salmon berry the same as cloudberry? This is like the fanciest jam I've ever bought. And it's actually from IKEA.
You still have that?
Yeah, it's so good with charcuterie and cheese.
What's it shelf?
Cloudberry spread organic. It says it's actually done. But like, I mean, jams are mostly sugar and stuff, so as long as it doesn't look weird, I usually still use it. It's not like it lived out of the fridge at all. Dang. I do know that Mary is a Twitch streamer. Does she ever stream while I stream? We should raid her. Streams milking her goats and making soap and stuff. We should go see her today if she's on. Okay, so this is lunch, guys. If you want, you can grill it. I'm not going to, though. We're gonna make some yummy pork chops and veggie tabbouleh. And we had some extra pork given to us, so I think they accidentally gave us a piece of pork tenderloin instead of salmon for our other meal, and that's okay. So we got some parsley for the tabbouleh. We're unpacking the bag. This is our Turkish spice blend for the porco. We got 2 nice yellow peppers. You want some of her stuff real bad, but it's so expensive to ship. Shipping's free within the States. So she makes like goat milk soaps and stuff, guys. Is that what you're saying? I've been wanting to support some of the local farm gals here that make like whipped tallow and stuff like that, and natural sunscreens. This is how our olives come. Same as how the pesto came from the same company. Our little red onion. Here is how the grains come, our bulgur wheat. So I'll put that over by the stove. Some chicken broth concentrate, probably for the bulgur wheat. I find that they always give you like extra onions, which I'm never mad about because I just save them for something else. And also the lemons are always the cutest thing of life. The smallest little lemons ever. This is mayo, and that's it from here, so I'll get rid of that. They're key lemons, right? Like the smaller ones. It does say they're from the States. Just like how the key limes are so small too. I do think that the small ones taste really good as well. Okay, and then we still need a couple more things. So we gotta get our pork out. Yes, a couple more things, Mish. Hold on, please. Is there even feta cheese in here? I think they forgot to give it to us. They gave us Parmesan.
No way.
I'm walking out. The stream's over. I'm walking out. You got this, Sam. But I will show you this. I did save from that other meal because it had so much. Lemon parm sauce might be good. I saved some feta. It's like past Kate knew that future Kate would need feta. So we still have a bit, but not a ton. But anyways, whoever packed this meal, were they feeling okay that day? That's the question I have to ask. What else do we need? Okay, we got the mayo. We don't have the feta. And now I just have Parmesan cheese and a bunch of sour cream. Maybe that's for the other meal. You should write a complaint. I don't know what they're trying to pull. And then our pork got really juicy. So I'm just gonna take the beef out and put it in a separate container. It's starting to smell like cookies. Was the person that packed this box honestly feeling okay? Yeah, juicy pork. How dare they? Okay. What do they say the first task? I guess that does make sense to cook the bulgur first because you'll probably serve it like more cold or just warm so that the bulgur wheat has time to cool off a bit before we mix the veggies in. Sure. And then I would like to season the pork a little bit earlier so the spice blend can kind of marinate in with the Turkish flavors that we want. So I'll probably actually do the pork first, get my hands all gross with the raw meat, and then move on from there. And then I always just put up the stuff on the fridge if you're working on it. They sent me, okay, so they sent me 2 packs of pork loin chops, and then I randomly found this thing of pork tenderloin. But like I was missing a piece of salmon for one of my other meals, so I think that they accidentally gave me this instead. I mean, either way, I guess we got the meat, and I also got a credit on my account from the fish I was missing, so winning, I guess. Okay, let's just season these, I think, on a plate. It smells like peanut butter and it's amazing. Okay, bye Lauren, have a good walk. And Luna's. The loons. I'm gonna open them all up in here since it's already gross. And we'll put the meat on the plate and then sprinkle the Turkish spice blend over it. This is a pork tenderloin cut in half. What's everyone else making or eating today? Oh, didn't even get in there. Let me in. We got a minute. I don't know if you guys can see the timer, but it's almost gonna go off for the cookies to have a peek. Ooh, that's a nice piece. Good dark meat. That's so much pork already. Holy. Having breakfast for dinner. Pancakes and bacon. Hell yeah. That's a good Friday meal, honestly. So easy. I even gonna be able to fit all of this in my pan to cook? Okay, get rid of all the porky bits. What is going on in stream right now? Also, I love how Stream Elements just takes care of them. 'Cause I don't even know if we have a mod in here today other than Sam. What are they doing to us? A pizza party is incoming? I love pizza. I'm in, Nightwalker. And thank you. Hello. Timer's going off for the cookies, guys. We're gonna have a peek. 10 minutes. They're looking pretty dang good, but they're not there yet for sure. I'm gonna swivel the trays. Top to bottom. Bottom, top. They're not spreading out or anything. Let's do another 6 minutes on those. Fail Friday is going on, Mish. Don't know what else to say. There we go. Make some room. Okay, Turkish blend, and then I think we need a little bit of this for the veggies too. Yes. Break up any lumps. Kitchen shears are really good for opening these packs. So I'll just try and sprinkle this on. Does anybody in here eat Turkish food? I will say my one client is actually from Turkey. Like, she was born there. But I haven't really cooked her anything Turkish because I feel like her mom would be way better at that. But it's definitely food like you don't really see around in restaurants too much, at least here in Canada. I'll save that for the veggies. And then maybe we'll just give this a pat. It smells like there's like some cinnamon in there, maybe coriander, oregano. It's like kind of like warming spices, but not spicy itself. And then judging by the red color, guys, there's gotta be paprika in there. So now we're just gonna let those basically marinate on the side. Notice how I didn't put any salt and pepper on yet because I don't want to draw out too much moisture before we start to sear them in the pan. You'll always get a better sear, more browning, if the meat is more dry. Smells nummy though. Wipe that. Okay, so next we'll cook the bulgur, it says, which I have never cooked before. Add the broth concentrate and 1 cup of water to a medium pot. So let's get that. Just 1 cup of water? That's like nothing. I like how they season it with chicken broth, though it's not just like plain tasting. This is how it comes. If anyone has ever used like Better Than Bouillon brand, this is what it reminds me of. More of like a high-end sort of broth base. I don't honestly know if I've had bulgur before. Probably once upon a time in some like Lebanese food that I've had tabbouleh, like a legitimate one where it's like mostly parsley. But I've never bought bulgur wheat in my life. Okay, just 1 cup of water. It doesn't seem like much. And then I think it says bring this to a boil. Yeah, cover, bring to a boil over high heat. We need a little bit of salt in there too. And then once it boils, add the bulgur, stir it, remove it from the heat. So basically it's like couscous then. Same, but different. Because that's pretty much how you cook couscous. You pour the hot water over it, you let it sit, and then you fluff it up with a fork after. I'm gonna give this a stir once we put it on the heat, just so that's not all stuck on there. I'm gonna start on medium heat. Let's go over for now. And then we can open up our greens while we wait. So that they're ready to pour. And like I said, we're gonna give this a little stir to get that broth mixed in. So whenever we add broth to something like this, we just know that it's gonna add a little bit more flavor rather than just water, right? It's such a simple step to take, but it really helps with flavor. Especially for grains, I find the most. Some grains can be pretty bland. Okay, next it says chop the olives and the parsley, zest and juice the lemon, and then we add lemon zest, mayo, feta, and lemon juice to a bowl. The olives and parsley I think are for the tabbouleh, so we'll keep those separate. That's our timer again, guys. Holy! Cookies exploded. They look really good. Look at that. Just starting to brown underneath. Just gonna take the temp of them. See if they're baked through all the way or not yet. It says they are. So we can take those out to cool because it's already reading 205 in the center. And that's the thing about cookies, guys, is you don't want to overbake them. That's when they start to get dried out, and then they won't stay as moist either for X amount of days. You can probably still leave the oven on, and we'll roll into roasting the veggies. Look at that. Yum. How's this? Almost there. Almost boiling. Hi, Scoots. How's it going? Good to see you. I didn't think it would be valid, Mish, but here we are today. Another feta-less box. Glad it's Friday, Scoots. It's been a week. It just went by so fast. And people were a little bit crazy this week, I would say, like driving around. Like I saw one like really bad fender bender. It's like, whoa, when the cars are like so smashed together that you like can't take them apart. Like, how is that even possible? We're only going like 40. People are wildin'. Stuff was broken at work. You had to roll back. People were sick. It's been pretty crazy times. But I'm glad we have this little place to escape altogether. Okay, so we're rolling boil now. It says turn it off, pour the bulgur in, give it a stir, and then take it off of the heat. kind of even it back out, I would say. We can put the lid on, and we can just like put it back here if we want. I'll probably switch it to over here because this burner is always a bit warm. It's the oven exhaust. So we'll just leave it over there. I can set a timer if it said 15 minutes, and we can fluff it. And at that point, we're also gonna stir in a tablespoon of butter so we can get that nubbin prepped up. Who would have known that bulgur wheat is that easy to prepare? One tablespoon of butter. Just put that on a little lid. Put that over by the bulgur wheat so you don't forget. Okay, next we'll make the lemon feta sauce. And then from there we'll roll into our roasted veggies. But I think it will be nice to let the sauce kind of sit all together. And if you guys do want to see the recipe I'm working on, I do have it linked here. That is the one nice thing about HelloFresh, is they link all their recipes online too. Okay, zest and juice the lemon, and then it's mayo and feta. So we can put the mayo in here right now. Mayo, feta, lemon. I've never made a sauce like this before. Creamy lemon feta sauce. I feel like I want to put a thing of sour cream in there too, because the mayo by itself is freaking me out. And like I have extra sour cream packs for whatever reason, so I'm gonna do that. That way it'll be almost more like tzatziki-esque with this sour cream. We all know that recipes are just guidelines here. I'm not following it to a T. Okay. Good thing I have emergency feta in the fridge. Let's get a spoon. Let's wash our lemons if we're gonna zest them. I'm also gonna turn the oven up to like 430 Fahrenheit to do a really high temp roast on our zucchini and peppers. Zest these up. I've never zested such a small lemon before. Into the bowl. Probably good with one of the lemons zested. can always do more after, but let's just juice it first. We'll save this other one. I also have a half lemon in the fridge already cut, so I'll probably use that before I cut into this other one. And then, okay, there's no salt and pepper in this sauce, but probably smart to taste it after we mix it and then decide from there whether it needs some seasoning. Let's see how that tastes first before we put any more lemon juice. Because the lemon juice will make it more watery consistency. You have to be careful with how much you add. That looks nice. Okay, definitely no more lemon. It's quite acidic, but it tastes really nice, the flavor of the lemon. And then I think we'll be able to balance out with just a touch of this salt and pepper. Salt kind of cancels out acid flavors. It's not sugar that you want to go for, it's salt. So whenever you have lemony things, don't forget the pinch of salt. Hi, Luna. How was your week? It's good to see you today. We're just mixing up some creamy lemon feta sauce to go with our pork chop lunch. We're gonna put this in the fridge for now. It's like mayo, sour cream, fresh lemon zest and juice, feta cheese. Someone called the cops. Who called them? Who did it? All right. 8 minutes still on our bulgur wheat. That is fluffing up back there, so let's carry on. We will cut up our veggies now. So I want to roast the peppers, the zucchini, and a little bit of red onion all at the same time in the oven. So we just have to be sure that we cut it all the same size. That's the only part. Let's first wash up these things. What? Does someone want to buy my sister 50 cents? That is like, why so cheap? What is going on here? Why are you selling your sister? I've never had a sister before, so maybe it could be a good fit. Misha's all fulled up. Oh, she logged out your Discord and now you can't get back in. That's it. It's over. Okay, I'm getting a metal bowl to mix this all up together. So we'll put more of this Turkish seasoning on it. Okay, this zucchini. So because this is going into a tabbouleh, we are gonna cut it pretty small. Pretty small. Probably do 4 slices down this. And then make some nice cubes. So that when we eat the tabbouleh, we get a little bit of everything in each bite. Let's do the next one. The wash your sister's sauce. We don't need any of that here on stream. Not today. personally, like, I'm just thinking about, like, me already being the youngest kid. I don't know if I could handle someone else around being younger than me. I've already taken that spot. Oops. Okay, so that's how big I'm cutting the zucchini. And then we'll turn it and then do nice little pieces like that. Veg scraper helps us lift up the veggies so much. And that's how it looks. So then we'll match the pepper and the onion to that. This one I might only do 3. Yeah. It's true, I don't know this sister's age. I'm just assuming it's a younger one that would do something like that. But it could be an older one, I suppose. Oh, we finished playing Stray this week, guys. I got Samo into doing a playthrough of it for me. We finished it, was it yesterday? Maybe the day before. He really liked it. If anybody has been thinking about playing it. Last 2. Next one, peppers. Look how much zucchini that was already. We will peel the peppers. No seeds, please. Next one, we're gonna take this white stuff out first. The ribs. It's just like spongy and doesn't taste like anything anyways. Nice. Okay, now we match the size to the zucchini. And peppers and zucchini are like kind of similar veggies, I always think, like for water content and cooking. So it's easy to cook them at the same time. It's not like we're trying to cook like zucchini and carrots at the same time. That wouldn't work. Okay. Come back over. And then this stuff, when we put it in the oven to roast, because of how small we cut it, and I turned the oven up really high, it won't take more than 10 minutes. So that's why it was important for us to prep our bulgur wheat first, get the pork all seasoned up and ready to cook, because it's going to be a quick meal. Okay, that's the timer going off for the bulgur wheat sitting in the pot. Let's just finish off these peppers first, and then we can clear the board off and give it a fluff and a taste. Nice. The smell when this starts roasting. Oh, baby. Okay, I'm gonna bring the bulgur over. Just set it on this. Is the pot still warm a bit? And let's see. So it says, stir in our butter, which we measured out earlier, after the 15 minutes. And just fluff with a fork or a spoon, it says. Whoa, it absorbed all the water. What the heck? Looks amazing. Look at that. So I'll stir that butter to melt in. It smells nummy. Like really nutty. It reminds me of this wheat that my mom's mom would make around Christmas time. So I think it was bulgur wheat too, but the whole kernel. Not like this. Okay, the butter's still not melted. We're still stirring. Misery Mayhem, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. So this is gonna just help it not stick together. I like that we used butter, not oil. Interesting. And then what does it say for this? Fluff with a fork. Add the bulgur, zucchini, onions, peppers, lemon juice, olives, parsley, and oil to a bowl. Okay, so that's just going into a mixing bowl. I think we'll be able to just reuse this one because this is going to shrink a bit when it cooks. So let's just clean off this spoon for now. We'll put the lid back on so it doesn't dry out too much, and then we'll transfer it over after. Nice. Nice, nice. You grew up with larger bulgur pieces? Like they were like whole wheat pieces. And then I have no idea how she would cook it. Thanks, friend, gifting this sub. Someone new. Welcome in, Mystery Mayhem, to our kitchen crew. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. But yeah, I have no idea how she would cook it even. It would just be like these delicious, like chewy wheat kernels, and then there would be like big pieces of raisins. And then we would just like have mason jars of this full. I remember we'd come and like take it from my mom's house. And then when we would eat it in the morning, you just scoop that into a bowl, I think with like a little bit of milk to heat up like porridge or oatmeal. And you sprinkle brown sugar on top. And it's just like the best thing ever. But we've never been able to find or buy that wheat since. It's been like years and years. You learned how to make bulgur once, found it was a rice alternative due to your diabetes. Crazy. That's good to know. And my dad has type 2. And like I know that he doesn't eat a ton of rice anymore. So I wonder if he's tried bulgur. It's the same for you, Mayhem. Like you haven't been able to find those wheat kernels. It's weird how those things just like phase out with the generations. Exactly, Pell. It's been 80 years. Okay, we're gonna toss this all up with a little bit of oil. We have the rest of our Turkish spice blend here. And maybe we'll cut just a little bit of this red onion too to mix in. And we'll do some salt and pepper and get this stuff roasting. What is this other spice blend I had extra? Did I have a zesty garlic? If I like open the HelloFresh blend and don't use it all, I'll just like put it up somewhere to use it in something else. No, I just have Italian seasoning and a smoked paprika garlic blend. That might be good. You use farro a lot too? Nice. I like farro as a grain. Remember when it was popular quite a few years back, like when quinoa was all the rage too? You made a tabbouleh the other day with farro. Nice. I love the chew of farro because it's almost got like a meaty sort of texture, right? Good amount of salt, maybe one more small pinch. Okay, I'm only gonna cut up probably half of this onion. And I'll cut it up nice and fine too. How's Palooza this week? Are you just waking up, dude? Guys, we're thinking maybe taking a road trip next week for stream. We'll see. Because we have one of our big goals right now is to take a road trip just down south a few hours. And we thought maybe if we finish that goal at the end of this weekend, we can plan a little trip down to the southern part of the province that I haven't seen yet. And we always stream it together, which is really fun. So stay tuned for that, I guess. You're not even sure if you're awake or not? That's okay. I mean, you're here. That's what matters. Okay, I'm just gonna turn that now. Go back across. And then we just need a sheet pan, guys, to roast all of this on. Yeah, you're upright and your eyes are open. I'm just gonna mix this with my hands. That looks nummy now. Lots of veggies. They're flying everywhere. Christen the floor.
This floor's been christened.
What? The cookie tester's here? The cookie baker? Sir, you're the cookie maker and I'm the baker. You gotta get the other view for them. Nike's upright and his eyes are red. Oh, so just your regular old Friday then. Just gonna foil and parchment the pan, guys. That's what Samo made. If you guys want to see the recipe, are you putting cookies in the veggies? Peanut butter veggies, everyone. Holy pal. That's the size of cookie. Like there's, okay, so they're selling cookies at the market like what, half that size, Sam? For $3 a piece. I was like, I'm not paying that. That's the best recipe? I'm glad, because you were mad at first when I picked it. And you said, that's not the one. I said, just try it. Just enlighten my life. Grapey rosin. We have Blue Dream right now. Grape pudding. Are you still working at the dispensary, dude? Also, you'll be happy to hear that we have a Cook with Cannabis redeem coming up. Someone saved up 420,000 pots and pan points. It's a really good cookie. Sam says cannabis peanut butter cookie? Whoa. My piece of parchment was so small. It's okay though. It's okay. Spread it out. And then I'll set a 10-minute timer when these go in the oven to roast. We gotta chop up some olives still. Oh, sneaky one. And then cook our pork, guys. That's it? What the heck? Shortest, easiest stream of life? I even bulked it out with Sam coming in the kitchen with us. Bulk it out. I had to make the time last. What do you want from me? You want me to be mean? Okay, 10 minutes on the roasted veggies. Whoa, I sliced my little fingy open a bit. Okay, sounds good, dude. I'll still be here. 10 minutes on the clock. What else do we have back here? We're roasting. That's literally it. Get a bigger bowl for mixing the tabbouleh up, just so we don't like pour it all over. And we'll add our chopped olives to this, the parsley. I also have some different fresh herbs in the fridge too if we want to add more flavors. Sam, do you ever eat bulgur wheat?
Nope.
Is this the first?
I don't even know what it is.
I think it's just like a cracked wheat. So Samo hasn't had it either, guys. Paloozer only eats vulgar wheat.
Yeah, me too. Very vulgar.
Okay. Parsley time. Pick the parse. It's already going yellow. Oh no. And I will say, a proper tabbouleh, if you were being traditional, will have more parsley as the main ingredient than anything else. So just know, if you ever go out for Lebanese food and stuff, that's how the tabbouleh should look. A lot of chopped parsley and then just a bit of everything else. That way it's like really, really refreshing when you eat it. But yeah, I've also had tabbouleh made with quinoa before, with couscous, and now with bulgur wheat. And then Mayhem said that they use some farro as well in tabbouleh. So I guess you can switch out different grains if you want it. Choose what you like. Probably gonna throw some fresh tomato in here just to use it up as well. Three packs of smokes for $27. Back in your day, that would have been $5. I don't know how anyone really like affords to have that habit anymore. It's so dang expensive. Like, I know we all have our things, but like, dang. Are like people like skipping a meal just so that they can afford to buy cigarettes now? Like, I really would hope not. Right, that's the thing. It's like, are you guys like really happy? Do you really need to do this? Let's do, what, 6 of these? Since they're really ripe. Yummy farmer's market tomatoes. How do I want to cut these? Probably just 2 across, because we want to keep the tomato still similar size to the pepper and the zucchini. $1.50 a pack when you started smoking. That was affordable back then. That was an affordable habit. You wouldn't have to break the bank. Probably the eye-opening one for me, because like I used to drink quite a bit and I don't anymore really at all, would be going to like buy alcohol and seeing how much it costs now in the store compared to like when I was in my early 20s. Yum. That'll add some really nice color to the mix too. Yeah, who can really afford to do anything in need these days anymore? I don't know. You have to like really budget and stuff, right? And be very picky about certain really change. I guess that makes sense though, hey? Like the cheap stuff, they'll always just sell it at that price because it's an easy sale. Okay, next one. I think we'll chop the olives just on a plastic board so you don't get too much brine soaked into the wood. What do we have? Just over 2 minutes on the timer to check our veggies. And then those are almost done. Yeah, does the middle class even exist anymore? I mean, I saw on TikTok the other day, out east here in Canada, someone posted a video of a ribeye steak, just one steak in a package. It was like $109. I was like, how is this even possible? Remember, we used to get an entire prime rib for that price, which you can probably cut like 15 steaks from. Or even less than that, right? That's true. As a chef, it's very eye-opening. Like, I don't really know actually how the general public feels because I don't talk to too many people other than you guys about this stuff. But personally, as a chef, seeing how things have gone up and up for like everyone else, it's crazy. I think it's like really important now that we start to like build a community locally to us where like you start to get to know your neighbors and stuff and like start to support those farmers, not waiting until later when you're forced to have to do that, right? Like build those relationships early on. That's a 10-minute timer. I smell some veggies roasting. Okay, nothing crazy happening yet in there. So I think we'll let them go another 7 and then check. Still have a couple more things to add into here. A little bit more lemon. So I have a half lemon to use up. We'll do that. And then for sure some salt and pepper, but we'll add that once it's all mixed together because the other roasted veggies are already seasoned. So we don't want to make it too salty. I always remember checking them out in the grocery store as a kid because they were a giant chunk of meat, like the prime ribs and stuff. Yeah. I went back like in time the other day with Sam because he's a hot dog man. So I was saying back in the day at like our local IGA was the brand. Now it's Sobeys. But back in the day, in like the deli area where you have like the lunch meats and the packaged bacon and stuff, we used to just have pull-out drawers of solo hot dogs that you could buy for like 15 cents a piece. And you just like load up a plastic bag with whatever hot dogs you want. It's like, that could never be a thing these days. And they were all just like individually wrapped. Why is that something I remember? Yeah, there was a wiener drawer. That doesn't exist. Okay, I'm putting some of this stuff away. And then maybe we'll season up the pork. Got a marriage of onions here. We'll season up the pork next and get it ready for cooking. You remember the IGA? You grew up with them. Still seems weird to not see them. The best bakery ever. It was the best, hands down. But back then, the bakeries were only as good as the people working there, right? Because everything was still made from scratch. So like sometimes you'd have to wait for things to come out of the oven fresh. Not like how a lot of stores now bring in their stuff individually frozen, so you just lay it out on a sheet pan prepared and put it in the oven from frozen. It's very different how we create our food now. Mish has a wiener drawer on her OnlyFans page. I'm clicking on the link. I'm intrigued. Okay, come back over. So earlier we just put our Turkish spice blend onto the pork and see how it's like marinated, soaked in now. Doesn't really look too dry. Now we are gonna season with our salt and pepper that we haven't done yet. I remember that we were all sad when the IGA turned to Sobeys here. Everyone, there was like an uproar. No one wanted it to happen. But I know in some smaller towns in Canada, like I'm assuming Mayhem, or sorry, Michaela's is in here now. I'm assuming you're in Canada. Some smaller places in Canada will still have IGA, and it's always brings me back. Feel like it's clickbait, Scaramouche? You click on the link for Misha's wiener drawer, but you end up getting a chest full of feta instead. I can't say what I thought of, but it's okay. Just enjoy my mischievous laugh instead. Mayhem's in Boston. Okay, thank you for sharing that. You're new here, so welcome. And Michaela's is in Ontario. Love it. Okay, we got the meats seasoned. Ready to roll. Hopefully this timer's almost done. Yep, less than 2 minutes. I thought of feta boobs. I didn't. It wasn't that, but good guess. If IGA didn't become Sobeys, they just became Foodland for some reason. That's so interesting. Huh. Okay, let's fix this up. We got our cookies cooled in the back. This is where we're gonna cook our pork. The pan's dry. We gotta add some fat into there. And we're gonna turn this onto a like medium high heat to start. I'll go 6. 6 out of 9. It looks good, FCB. Thank you. Everything smells really good. I'm excited to try it together. Some IJs you knew growing up for sure became one or the other. Yeah, I would say most became Sobeys. I don't know if Foodland is just an Eastern Canada thing, because I've never heard of that store before. And then, okay, there's also an offshoot of Sobeys if you go out west to the island called Thrifties. And that's like their version of Sobeys there. All the groceries there are one-off locals. That's the best. You straight up get the best prices and like the best service that way. Would way rather support that. Kimaka 37, thank you for the follow and welcome. We're checking on our roasted veggies. Nice. Starting to get just a bit of color. I'm gonna try a piece because I don't want them to go soggy. Let's try a pepper too. I think I'm gonna take them out because they'll keep cooking a little bit out of the oven and I don't want it to get soggy. So we'll let those cool just over here. It's just red onion, zucchini, and bell pepper tossed with some Turkish seasoning, salt and pepper and oil. So it took 17 minutes roasting at 425 Fahrenheit. And then that's gonna get mixed in once it cools into this bowl for the tabbouleh. Okay, so none of those stores that you grew up with, Pell, exist anymore. It's just Walmart and Lowe's Foods. Wait, Lowe's Foods? Here, Lowe's is a hardware store. Spelled the same way. Is there something they're not telling us? That's okay, Michaela's. It takes time. It really takes time to learn how to cook good food. Actually, I'm gonna start with these big chunks of pork tenderloin. And like, even then, like, you guys always think my food looks perfect, but I will tell you the times that it's not. Can we fit all this in here? Maybe. We'll squish it together. And then once it starts to sear, it will shrink up a little bit too. There. That's a full pan. Take around 8 to 10 minutes for this stuff to cook. I am crowding the pan. I get so in trouble right now. Good thing the only person that can judge me is me. Yeah, that's so true. I don't think everyone is meant to cook in the world. I think there are certain people that are gifted with the skill of being very good cooks. We're all good at certain things. And then if you think about like how we lived back then, there's like certain people always had the same jobs, right? Someone would always cook, people would do the laundry, some people would take care of people's kids, people would go hunting. Those are the things that we're good at. But yeah, it takes a desire to want to be good at them. And then you also have to keep trying different things until you find the thing that you're actually good at. Takes a lot of confidence to be able to cook for other people. And like even to this day, I still get nervous cooking for other people. I may not show it, but I think we still feel the same. Just a little swivel. Plates. We have our lemon feta sauce in the fridge, ready to roll. The smell of that Turkish spice is just filling up the whole house. That's it. Hey. So these are tenderloins, and then we have the 4 chops. And then you can tell this one chop was cut from like the darker meat side of the loin. So it's like dark meat and then a little bit of fattiness. And then the other ones are definitely more lean. I think we're gonna flip now. Look at that. That's a really, really good sear. The other ones I'm waiting because they're just a bit thicker. But that's going to be really flavorful. We got it caramelized, but not burnt. Yum. I'll even probably flip this pork tenderloin around on each side to get nice even cooking that way. And then we're just going to need a cutting board to slice the pork once it's cooked. We're going to slice the meat up and lay it over top of the tabbouleh so it's easy to eat. I think that's basically done, that one. I like to cook usually my pork chops to medium and then just let them rest, finish the rest of the way so they stay nice and juicy. Maybe not quite. This one's really thin. So this is only 107, so still a little bit more to go. But yeah, they are thin, so it won't take long. Pal, it would be easier, Kate, to slice it with a knife than a cutting board. You lose track of time super easily. You have ADHD. I think I do too. But the one thing that I always do, which I'm not sure if you ever have seen, is I always make like a list. So I always have a notebook in my cooking space, and then I'll just write out all of the tasks of the day so that I don't forget anything. And then that usually keeps me organized and on task enough that I don't lose track of time. Is still just your time management in general. How could we like fix that? Using a timer? I know that might be annoying at first when you start to do it, to use a timer to kind of keep you on track. Like if I set a timer to like chop all these veggies, right, and get everything in the bowl, let's say I give myself like 10 minutes, set a timer, and then you can just see where you end up in those 10 minutes. And then I think slowly, as you do that, you'll get better and better at managing your time. Because I don't know about you, but I get annoyed by timers. And so if they're always going off, I'm gonna try to not have that happen. I'm gonna just turn this down a bit, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more fat, but just olive oil since I have it out still. That one's really thick and these other ones are really thick. So we'll let those all finish together. I'm gonna turn that down. Okay. So I have pork chops here. Let's come over. They're gonna rest up. That's where I poked it with the thermometer. While these are resting, I'm going to switch them out for this. And we're going to put our veggies into our tabbouleh. Just make a little taco with your foil so that we can just slide it off of here into the bowl. Now we have like a really nice clean sheet pan still that only needs a quick little scrub and we're good. That is the benefit of foil. Let's get all of this goodness. Yummy roasted onions. The seasoned like oil to help dress everything. Fold that up. Away it goes. Just checking on our pork over here. Still doing good. Okay, so now we're gonna mix this up. We'll give it a taste. I added tomatoes. That wasn't in the recipe, but I thought it would be amazing. This should also have feta cheese in it, but they didn't send any with the thing. So alas, here we are. I think it will be okay without the feta. It won't be amazing, but it will be okay. I said it would be okay, not amazing. The roasted veggies are so good, guys. They have like a nice sweetness to it. We definitely need some seasoning though. And I like the bulgur. It's got a nice chew and yeah, it's nutty. I've never had this before. It's like a pasta texture. I don't think I want any more lemon though. I might just put a little bit of olive oil, but I don't think we need any more lemon. Mish, what are the chances though that they forget our feta 2 weeks in a row? Am I cursed? I have a feta curse? Mmm. Mmm. That with like the creamy sauce with more lemon on it. Mmm. That's gonna be good. Poking the pork. We're almost there. How's this other chopo? Almost. I'll put it down over here. Okay. Let's open this up. We're getting ready to slice some pork. Hi, Blondie. How are you doing? Are you in New York right now? Did I see this right? Look at our chops have rested. How do you know? Because there's juices coming out. They're juicing. They look so dark from like back there. Why? Like, I don't know how to get the lighting better. But it's like not burnt at all. Maybe that's the best lighting I can do. They all feel around the same. These are the same thickness. This one's a bit thicker. So let's see how we did. I'm just gonna slice straight across. It's a nice thing about the loin chops. Nice. You can even maybe rest a little bit longer, but I know Sam will be really happy with that cook. But yeah, loin chops, nice and lean. You don't have to trim really anything off of them. If I show you guys that, give it a squeeze. See how it's not like that pasty, kind of dry looking texture on the pork chop? Mmm. That's a good spice blend. The thinner ones, still the same, I would say, pretty much. Really nice and juicy and glistening. And then like usually all this like stuff that's in the board, I'll just like flip the pork pieces onto there to like soak it up. If you want to do that after, up to you. I've been eating a lot of pork lately. Don't know why you haven't been. Sam loves it. Like, I know that he could live off of pork if I let him. But we try to, like, eat a good mix of all proteins. But pork is definitely the cheapest one still. Even, like, comparing it to fish and everything, right? Pork is still the cheapest protein. Okay, we're gonna plate our tabbouleh first. We'll put our pork on top. The lighting looks so weird in here right now. I don't know why. I don't know why. Lamb chopos. I haven't had that in a while. Good pile of this stuff in the center. Make a bed for the pork to sit on. There's so much extra of this. This is 4 portions worth of food, if you guys were wondering. I'm gonna turn over the pork again one last time. Okay, coming over. I think I can lift it with my hand. Maybe not. This is a pretty big board. I'll take which one? This one for the photo. So now we can kind of fan this out. That's how we stack our slices of the pork chop. And then so it doesn't fall, just give it like a press down. It's for Sam. I'll split. Well, I'll just take a couple more of those pieces, but he can have most of that. And then I like to pour the juices from resting over everything if you can, because there's a lot of flavor in there. But do your best. It adds like a really nice glisten on the meat after you cook it. Sauce it up. Okay, and then just our feta lemon sauce. That's looking nummy. Samo? That's looking nummy nums. I dropped a little bit of tabbouleh. Where do we want to put this? How did they do it? They just kind of put it like around the plate. I think it'll probably look the best just on this side. Like a dollop here. Mary's Milk Monsters is still on. Okay, we'll try and raid her then. Thank you, Mish. El Forco. What do we think, guys? I think it turned out. Let's see how it tastes. I like the seasoning on it. It's like kind of cinnamony tasting. I couldn't really tell what else. Maybe coriander, paprika, that kind of goodness. I'm gonna go with a piece of pork with the sauce first, because I already tried the tabbouleh a bunch as we were mixing it up. Going in. Thanks, yet it is. And hi, Mickey, how are you? Mmm. The sauce got so lemony. Whoa. Whoa-y. It like got me in the back of my throat. Did you hear that? It's good though with the feta. I'm so happy I kept that little bit of feta because it would be missing something if we didn't have that. You just came in from a barbecue in the garden. That sounds amazing. What did you guys barbecue up? It's good? He says it's good, guys. She left? No. Mish. Mmm. Bulgur wheat. Who would have known? We like it.
Oh.
We like it. I love the olives in the tabbouleh. I added tomatoes. I thought that was a good one to add. Mickey grilled steak, chicken, burgers, sausages, salad. Yes, please. I should have gave you my pork choppos. It turned out good. So healthy. Perfect for this day of warm weather. We didn't get too heated up. This is going down good. So far, the only meal we haven't loved was the salmon tacos. Every other one that we've tried has been really, really good. Have you tried the sauce?
Yep.
What do you think? I've never had anything like it before, but it's like kind of addicting. Just how it coats the meat. And we still got more porco in the pan. He's getting full. He's just making noises now, chat. And that's when you know it's complete. Keep chewing. You bought it all from Lidl. It was 25 degrees there today. We have 28 right now, so it's heating up too again. Our last little tidbit of summertime weather, I would say. We should enjoy it. Why are you saying no? Sam says no, don't enjoy it? Oh, I thought you were telling me to not raid someone. Who is on? Floating Cozy? Bubs is on? Let's read Bubs. We never get to see him anymore. He's so busy all the time. He's making sandwiches, salad, and souffle. A triple S, if you will. We're going to go see BB Bubs. Samuel's almost got a cleaned plate. Good job. Guys, thanks for hanging with us today. It was a quick one. 2 hours, start to finish, for 2 things. That's teamwork, I guess. And we will be back early tomorrow. Stream will be starting at least an hour earlier than usual. We're going out IRL, ticking off one of our bit goals that everyone contributed to. We are going on a riverboat cruise. There's gonna be a barbecue lunch involved. I think it's gonna be a fun time. Be about like 3 hours, I think, total on the boat. We'll see how it goes. You won't be here tomorrow, Mish? Well, at least you'll be able to maybe watch the VOD if you want. And thanks for letting me know. It was a quick and easy, yummy stream. Kimmers, it almost felt like a Sunday. I always have to count out BB Bubs' username when I type it. 1, 2, 3 B's, and then a U, and then 2 more B's. You actually always watch the VODs? Oh, I always wondered if people do, if they're like, oh shoot, I missed a stream. I better watch the VOD. Is that a thing? All right, friendos. Thanks for being here, everyone. This was fun. Like I said, nice and quick and easy, and everything turned out awesome. I need like one more view of this peanut butter cookie as well. Like, it's almost too perfect. Look at the coloring. That recipe's in Discord. Go make it up. Okay. Like I said, we will be early tomorrow. We're not cooking, so I don't have to go over what the menu's gonna be, but we will be back on Sunday, and we are actually cooking for Mish, a menu redemption for what she said was actually for Bob. 2 types of savory rolls, so if you want more cooking, see you Sunday at 11 a.m. Pacific. And other than that, guys, thanks for the gifted subs, the new follows if you found me today. And I think that's it. I'm gonna hit that button. Let's go see BB Bubs. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, night, wherever you are in the world. See you in Discord. If you are a Discord human, definitely join it. That's where we all hang out outside of stream. Okay, I'm gonna hit that button. Love y'all, and see you tomorrow if I do. Bye!